Hey yo, what's going on everybody? It's Tylarious aka Ty Killington. Yeah, man. All right, today's video is awesome. Oh my god, we have some new information about GTA's huge, biggest update ever coming up a little bit later on. All right, so man, if you go on to enjoy this video, make sure you drop a like, make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications so you guys don't miss any future info or videos that I put out. All right, and guys, follow me on Twitter. And if you are subscribed to me, make sure you pay attention to me on my community page, because when I go live, I always let you guys know when I'm going to do that. I'll say I'm going to go live in like 10, 15 minutes or whatever. And that way you guys will be able to get in there before, you know, of course we all know YouTube and their notifications are pretty much broke, but you know, whatever though. Anyways, okay, so let's get to it. As you guys know, GTA released a newswire saying, you know, they're talking about update to Red Dead and that GTA 5 Online is going to have its biggest update ever. Okay, that is epic, that is huge, that is crazy, because GTA has had some seriously big DLCs and updates. All right, so there's a lot of speculation going out there. God dang it, every time I swear. You know, the usual leakers are tweeting and posting things and stuff like that. And, you know, again, with this information, remember, take it, you know, as you will, but nothing is real until it's real. All right. So a lot of this is based off of trends. A lot of this is based off of, you know, what Rockstar has done in the past. And a lot of this is based on what Rockstar has already said, even though it's kind of, you know, it's kind of cryptic, if you will, and it's kind of, you know, mysterious or whatever. But, you know, a lot of this stuff and information that has been, you know, kind of, I guess you could say, funneled down or translated in the past has been correct. Okay, now I have gotten some information from a credible source in the GTA community. I don't want to name any names, you know what I mean? Not gonna do that or whatever. But you know, again, none of this, you know, we don't know if anything is real until it's real. However, this information, you know, definitely does hold some weight from, you know, coming from the people who it comes from. All right, and again, none of this is really, you know, hush hush, because it's kind of already out there. You just kind of have to read between the lines. All right, but this is really epic. It's really crazy, and it's exciting. So all I have to say, you know, and I was talking about this on my live broadcast last night, is make sure you guys are grinding, getting your money up. Be careful on what you spend your money on. If you are spending money, just make sure it's things that are on sale. And if you're spending money, make sure it's things that are going to be, you know, investments into your money grind portfolio. All right, because this is going to be epic. It's going to be crazy. Okay, so anyways, again, don't shoot the messenger if something is off or whatever. Just take this with a grain of salt, and just know that it does come with some reputable information from reputable sources in the community. Okay, so as you know, as we know, there is updates coming out. All right, and let me kind of go over a few things here real quick. What we'll talk about, so I don't, you know, get anything mixed up here or whatever. All right, so from what I have been told, the Cops and Crooks DLC has been canceled. That's what the summer DLC was supposed to be about, all right? Now, due to the climate, you know, all across the world with everything going on, I think that's a good idea. That's a smart thing. You've got trolls that will abuse this and stuff like that, and it's just not the right moment. Now, I'm not saying that there's a Cops and Crooks theme that won't come out. Maybe there's a watered-down version that they'll release. You know, maybe it's Crooks versus Merryweather or something like that or whatever. You know what I mean? But as of right now, that was supposed to be the summer DLC, and that has been canceled, all right? This right here is epic, okay? Now, well, before we get there, they do plan on having some sort of summer DLC, but it's not going to be a big one. It's going to be like a filler DLC, right? Something that's just going to be kind of, you know, to tide us over. And that's cool. I get that. So that'll be cool. I'm okay with that. The big DLC, which Rockstar has already kind of hinted to when it's coming out by saying later this year, the big DLC is going to be coming during the winter schedule. All right, it's going to be coming out sometime, you know, in the November, December, January time in their winter schedule. That's when this is planning on being dropped. Now, what exactly it is going to be epic, and this is something I did not think they would do, but apparently this is what they have planned. there is going to be a map expansion for GTA 5 Online on current gen. That means on the PS4s, on the Xbox Ones. They are not going to wait for the next gen consoles, the PS5, the Xbox 2. Yeah, that's what I'm calling it. I don't care. So that is huge right there. That is that's something I did not think that they could or would do, because I figured that may hurt them in the long run with people wanting to switch over to GTA 6 and stuff like that. But apparently, and this kind of makes sense because this all ties around when the PS5 and the Xbox 2 does drop. So you'll be getting a new console that'll have more capability to be able to add a map expansion. So, now that I'm thinking about all this, it kind of does make sense. I just didn't think that they would do that, but it does make sense. So there will be a map expansion, okay? And it will be dropping during the same time the new consoles will be coming out. And what they say it's going to be is North Yankton. All right, North Yankton is in the files. It's already there. That is crazy. That's epic. Okay, so remember, none of this is real until it's real. This is just the information that's been getting floated out there. And yes, North Yankton is the most likely spot for a map expansion, and that's where this heist will be taking place, because this DLC theme is going to be a heist. That is not new information. We already know that, right? Rockstar's already said that. So that is epic. Now, in regard to the construction building downtown, the STD high-rise building, that, from what I've been told, is most likely not going to be completed. Now, that's not saying that it won't. Just as of right now, that's not on their plans. But that could be something that's done later on. Right, and I could see that with the new, if they're adding a map expansion with current gen now going into next gen, I could see that happening. So, now things may change. They may decide to hold off and just wait for next gen to do the map expansion. We don't know yet, but this is what Rockstar has planned. Okay, so there is going to be a North Yankton, there is going to be a map expansion, and as of right now, it's going to be on the current gen. Going and carrying over into the next gen consoles, which is going to be crazy. And like I said, all the information about this construction building, you have the usual suspects that put this information out, and whatever, if you want to speculate, that's fine. But I would like to see that building get completed. I would. I think that'd be cool to have another property there. Maybe you could have some more missions tied into it, and that is something that still could happen. There's a possibility. Maybe that could be part of their summer update. I don't know. But as of right now, they don't have any concrete plans on getting that completed. But don't forget, okay, there is precedence. They have done stuff like this with the casino DLC, where they retrofitted and remodeled the casino, and now we have as an operational and usable space in the game. Okay, so, and like I said, Rockstar still plans on a summer DLC, but nothing major, something that's going to be watered down just as like a filler. It could come out tomorrow, it could come out next week, we don't know, but the information is out there, and something is going to be going down. So that is epic, man. That is crazy. And I want to know, what do you guys think in the comments down below? Do you think this information is credible? I'm telling you, it's coming from credible sources. I don't want to get into, who said this or what, in case, the information is not correct or whatever, or if it's kind of a little bit off, or, that will all work itself out. But this is what we know as of right now. And like I said, all this information is really already out there. Yan has talked about a map expansion happening during his, on one of his tweets. And people already know what game files are in the game. So a lot of this information is already out there. You just have to read in between the lines and kind of put it together in regard to past trends of what Rockstar has already done in the past. Okay. So this is some really big information. It's just good to know that there is a focus, and it's good to know what that focus is coming from Rockstar on what they're going to be doing in the future with the game. That is really cool. All right, so just to recap, the Cops and Crooks DLC has been, canceled or delayed, or maybe, will get altered or watered down. There is indeed going to be a map expansion on current gen consoles. The release date is going to be in the winter schedule, coinciding with the release of the next gen consoles. All right, North Yankton is the most likely location. the construction building more than is not being focused on right now, but does not mean that it will not happen. I do think that would be something really cool, and maybe on the next gen they add that in there. Okay. And Rockstar still plans on a summer DLC, but nothing major. Maybe that's a couple of new cars, a couple of new missions or something like that, which I'm cool with. I'm fine with that. But that's the information as we know it, man. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. What do you think is going on? What would you want to see them bring in? This is epic. This is really cool stuff. So again, guys, take this with a grain of salt. Nothing is real until it's out there, but this is the information that we, have from reputable sources out there. Thank you so much for coming out of the video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for the illest of realest content in the game. Smash that like button. We'll see you in the next one. All right, peace out. Yeah.